Hello! I'm Sick, and I will be talking about what I liked and disliked about Little Misfortune, without any spoilers of course. I will be dividing this video into chapters so you can skip and watch whatever you want. Okay, so the story is the absolute main focus of the game, and if you like it, will make or break your experience with it. I can't go into detail without spoiling anything, so I will keep it short and vague. The most I can safely say is that it is about a little girl named Misfortune, who loves to play games and wants to make the world a happier place for herself and her mother. You start with the narrator talking to you, the player, while she is playing in a room with some dolls, when she suddenly reveals she can hear the narrator. And this is where she begins her adventure. The pacing of the story is very good. You have time to try and figure out what the hell is going on, then have something happen and make you question whatever you were thinking was going on. It never seems to overstay its welcome, and after a handful of choices, you already get the urge, just for a second playthrough, pick the other option and see what happens then. On the second playthrough, I set out to 100% the game, and at this point I feel like I have completely finished it. There's nothing more for me to see, and that is with around 6.5 hours of playtime. I did stream my first playthrough, which costs a bit more time, so expect to take around 3 hours per playthrough. There is not much I can say about the gameplay, because it is a point-and-click adventure, but it is definitely worth noting that it does not have full native controller support. So if you want to play it on controller, you might need to fiddle around with community profiles to get that to work properly. The voices, both of them fit the characters so well. Even just the accent of Misfortune adding to her charm. At first, I didn't even notice the background sound on your music that much, but when I started to pay attention, I heard birds chirping, music kicking in when something was about to happen, just adding to the overall atmosphere, helping to tell the story. So my conclusion about Little Misfortune, and I got to start this one with a warning. The game is filled with dark humor. Subjects like substance abuse, violence, and neglect are all brought up in the game. If that does not deter you from wanting to try this game, I can fully recommend it. The story I personally really liked, but it will be a hit or miss based on your preference about the subject matter. Even though it is a bit on the expensive side at €16, I do think it was worth it. But looking at how short it is, you might want to wait for a Steam sale and pick it up then, especially if you have some doubts about the game. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found my review at least a little bit helpful. Have a great day.